Steve here, Concierge Health Advisor. Whoa! Continuation of the Medical Myth series. Today, you've clicked on it. It is about sleep hygiene. Ooh, sleep hygiene. You're going to help us sleep. No. I'm not going to help you sleep. What if your sleeping habits and the way you sleep now, that's just it? Why can't we just accept? If you're someone that can only sleep 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours a night, and we should be sleeping 8 hours a night. What if? That is just your lot. We've heard examples of sleep patterns of different figures throughout history and that sort of thing. Like people know about Churchill, where Winston Churchill, he pretty much slept 3 hours a night, and yes, he apparently suffered from depression, insomnia, depression, interrelated. We get it. All these different ideas about sleep and mental health, depression, PTSD. Okay, it all sounds lovely. It all sounds magnificent. Now, this whole sleep hygiene thing, blue light, minimize your blue light, then you'll go to sleep. Minimize having caffeine 5 hours before you go to sleep, and you'll have a better sleep. Give up caffeine and you'll go to sleep. How many of you have tried just some of these examples? And I'm just having a look at the Brisbane River. It was about 10 metres higher than it is at the moment. I can hardly see water. And this road I'm going on, it was underwater a week ago. Anyway. So, how many people have tried some of these things? The whole idea about getting up in the middle of the night to go wee-wees. Don't drink water several hours before bed. Don't drink water after 4 o'clock. All this sort of shite. Woo! And come on, how many of you? Some do sleep through the night, but I bet you many that sleep through the night, they're still probably having a drink even before they go to sleep. They're having a cup of coffee at 6 p.m, having a cup of coffee at 8 p.m, and go to sleep at 9 p.m, and still go have an 8-hour sleep and not go wee-wees during the night. Okay, it's complicated. I would even suggest, have a look at what gives you more efficacy in sleep hygiene. Is it your medical mainstream professionals? There's even sleep clinics. Woo! What are they going to discover? You go to the sleep clinic, you go to sleep, you go have all these things attached to you. Do you think that person is going to sleep like they are at home on their comfy bed? Whoa. So back to I suggest you, with efficacy of I've told you about the coffee, limiting water, blue light, read before you go to bed, get your mental health in check, all those sort of things that pop up for sleep hygiene, how to sleep better. I try not to have your mind race, and maybe you need to see a psychiatrist, maybe you need sleepers, all that sort of thing. As if, it'll knock you out, but it's not going to knock you out, and then you're going to wake up nice and bright and rested. You're going to wake up drunk with medication. So, okay, what I was getting at, horoscope. What? This horoscope idea has more efficacy than any of the mainstream sleep theories. My example, I'm an Aries. When I check this out, because I sleep 5, 6, 7 hours. I had a look at this article about sleep and the horoscope. Let's have a look. Sure enough, average sleep for Aries 6 or 7 hours. I went down the list. Also in my brain about the star signs that you did know of the close family and friends that I do know their star signs, well, their birthdays, and then I do, you just have to do a quick look up. Oh yeah, that's Capricorn. That's Pisces. That's Libra. That's Leo, right? And okay. I looked up Scorpio. It said they sleep 3 hours a night. They can get by on 3 hours. I'm thinking, fuck. That's why that dude that I know that's a Scorpio plays computer games all night, like till 2 o'clock, and still wakes up at 5 o'clock to go to work. Like, okay, well, let's go down the list. I tried parents, siblings, and exes, and friends, and the ones that we know, and horoscope stalking, right? And let's go through some examples that I do recall. So that was a Scorpio example. Capricorn comes to mind. A few people I know that are Capricorn, they think about sleeping. They want to go to sleep for 5 hours. They spend 10 hours in bed. 5 hours of that is trying to get to sleep, and they only sleep 5 hours. They've got this anxiety about bloody sleeping. So if that rings a bell, the Virgos, apparently my way or the highway. They're very argumentative, whatever strong-willed means, which means oppositional. They're my way or the highway means that I don't know. Take that as you want, but being methodical, with which Virgo is apparently, the whole 8 hours thing is them. They're the textbook of their 8 hours. They need 8 hours. Well, they can't function. So, how about that? What's another one? Leo. I think they vary as well. Pisces. Pisces apparently can sleep 18 hours if you give them a chance. They'll sleep at the drop of a hat. They'll have a day sleep, like a nana nap, a day sleep, all that sort of thing. And on a camping trip or on a plane, they'll just sleep. No worries, mate. That's Pisces. So okay, you get it, right? You can look them up. So you get that part. So the ones that I did check was that said it all versus the treatment, the recommendations, the guidelines about sleep. Just the horoscope is putting the mainstream healthcare complex on their ass about the efficacy. And I've mentioned going wee-wees. If you need to go wee-wee, you go wee-wee. What's this whole idea about, you got to sleep through? Getting up every hour, getting up every 3 hours. It's disturbing my sleep. Who's to say what normal is? Like sleeping through 8 hours. Like, hello, Virgos. What's this fixation? I get up once or twice a month. I don't know. Sometimes 3 times, but sometimes I can sleep through. So, Well, what's all this fixation we have on sleeping through? There used to be a time in the 19th century, 1800s, right, where in literature they used to talk about diaries especially, some works of literature where they talk about first sleep and second sleep, because especially earlier 19th century, where candles were still expensive and lighting wasn't there. People, if the sun went down, you're bored, you go to sleep on a camping trip. I know this. Like, sun's down. I didn't bring any books. I could sleep now. You go to sleep. So in the 19th century, so they used to sleep from, say, 6 to 10, wake up at 10, get to a neighbour's place, have a cup of tea, have a bit of a chinwag, a bit of a, mutual mastication, a chat, hang out, socialise, and then 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever, go back to sleep. That was considered normal for some folk back then. So this whole thing about sleeping through 8 hours, you should be sleeping 8 hours. Oh, my teenager, they sleep 12 hours. That's so terrible. And at 8 a.m. the mum comes in, opening up all the bloody curtains and making noise. Wake up, kid. Code for wake up, kid. And let the poor kid sleep. If the poor kid is up playing computer games till 2 o'clock, social media, whatever, well, I don't know, see what their star sign is perhaps. But it's reasonable to have a, if you're interested in something, you can go all night without sleep. And sometimes kids will do that, but not every night. They won't do that every night. And the elderly, they've got this bit of a clock, this circadian thing. I don't know how much credence we need to give that, but going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier type thing, and the teenagers go to sleep later and wake up later, and because hello Virgos, go to sleep at 10 o'clock, wake up at 6, and that's the way I don't know, every human must be, and not get up for wee-wees. This fixation, so if it's PTSD, depression, star sign, I drunk at 7:30, therefore I woke up, and all these fixations about sleep, we need to get over it. We need to accept that as we accept someone's personality. He's a narcissist, or think he's shy, introvert. Myers-Briggs, big 5. I'm a such and such. So there's another thing. So the whole sleep hygiene thing feeds into the whole fixation about sleeping through and not going to the toilet, and then the diabetes people jump up and down. Oh, you got diabetes, let's check your blood sugar. Oh, blood sugar is 7.5. I thought I would have had another patient, but no, their level's okay. They get disappointed, like, got to be diabetic. Fuck off. Anyway, I've made my point. 13 minutes of point making. 13 minutes horrific. 14 minutes. 14 minutes of another medical myth. Woo! 1,000. Let's do 1,000 shows, episodes, videos on medical myths. I don't know, I probably can't think of them all, but that's just one. It's a fixation thing. It's not really a medical thing. Even by, I know I was wrapping up. I'm going to go more, a little bit more. Doctors, GPs. You go to one GP, you go, hey GP, sleep, pill. Here's a pill. Another doctor will say, do this, do that. TV, switch off the TV at 7 o'clock, switch off your phone. All these ideas, and then nothing happens. You still get up, or you only sleep 3 hours, and you're Scorpio. Oh, fuck. And so, yeah, different doctor will also have different ideas, and that indicates that there's no go-to formula for sleep. If one doctor says this and the other doctor says that, that's just like one thing on Instagram or Facebook, one person saying this and the other person saying that. Your neighbour says this and your sister says this about sleep. We're just stabbing in the dark in this case with sleep. And I guess that feeds into everything health. Emergency medicine, there's protocols, and if there wasn't such thing as protocols and guidelines and that sort of thing, where never used to be with the mainstream healthcare complex with allopathic medicine, and back in the days when the doctor used to do home visits and that sort of thing, and they'd make judgments like, oh, this place is filthy, this has got mold, and that, no wonder you're sick. These days, like drugs, pump them, steroids, corticosteroids. Here's that corticosteroid cream. Here's that inhalant. Antibiotics. Yep. IV. IV fixes everything. All these guidelines, and doctors aren't doctors anymore, being like scientific. They're just techies. Doctors are becoming techies. This symptom equals that drug. That's just another thought, okay? If you've done a science degree and now you're putting shit onto a slide or putting it into a machine to do some analysis, like, you're a tech. You're not a scientist. If you're putting blood to put in a machine, you're not a scientist. You're just a techie. I know. That's just another riff, and I'll end there before I thought that I'd be crashed upon. Right, that's it for now. Ciao for now for another medical meth. Bye bye.